What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Today is Wednesday, May 8th, 2019. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. It worked. I realized last minute as I was about to brew coffee that I had like half as much regular coffee and a little bit of decaf. So I mixed them together and I threw in some chaga, so it wasn't too weak. And I'm really noticing I have to shave. I should do that today. Yikes. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday. Today being Wednesday. I have a shorter day because I coach CrossFit. Some of you will probably remember that by now. I got everything done yesterday. Everything done. And I told you I was going to reward myself if I did. So, no judgment, but I like Legos. So I bought a Lego set that had Yoda in it. And that's on my coffee table right now. What can I say? It's the simple things. One of the greatest things in life that I realized less than a year ago was I could buy Legos whenever I wanted. It's like a puzzle you can reuse in different ways. That's why I enjoy them. It's meditative. You just assemble pieces, put them together. And I think you could kind of make an analogy for that with martial arts, with sparring, with anything where you are assembling movements. You take your time. First time you do it, you probably use the directions. From then on, you start putting it together in ways that make sense to you or that you enjoy. But you go slowly and see what happens. May 8th is also, some of you might be able to relate to this. Kat, no, I'm on YouTube. Stay over there. Was my dog's birthday. She's been gone a long time, but I still remember May 8th for that reason. And if you follow me on Facebook or so, I'll probably put it on other social media too, but there's a picture of her I put up every year. In memoriam. As a kid, I had martial arts, karate at that time, and my dog. That's all I had. And Legos. So, we had a couple questions come in yesterday. Cat's being annoying. I apologize for being distracted. Just being needy. So first question yesterday, what do you see, and I'm paraphrasing. I didn't write these down this time. Ooh. What do you see as being right and wrong with martial arts? And the wrong is easy, so we'll start there. It's the infighting. It's people's insistence that something that others are doing is wrong. The cat is awesome. I don't know if you guys could see her when she walked by, or maybe caught tail in the screen. I'm not gonna and the camera lower because remember I'm wearing a robe just in case. It's the infighting. It's people's criticism of so much of what others do. And I've talked about this on Martial Arts Radio before, but I feel like that attitude leads to a general resistance among others, probably unconscious, to do martial arts. Here's what I mean. If you're interested in, let's say you're interested in getting a bicycle. You don't need a bicycle, but you think it might be fun. Go ride around, something to do on the weekends, maybe get some exercise. And you have a number of friends who are very passionate about bicycles and bicycling. And you ask one of them, you say, what should I get? And they say, oh, you have to get this road bike. Road biking is the best. Every other kind of biking is dumb. And then you have another friend that says, no, road biking is stupid. You get hit by cars and the tires are really thin and you wear goofy clothing, you need a mountain bike. And then somebody else says, no, no, you need a unicycle. And everybody says, no, unicycles are silly. If that's all you get for response, you're probably not buying a bicycle. And yet there are so many people that handle the question of what kind of martial arts should I do, or where should I go to learn martial arts in that way. Did a whole episode on this, but bottom line, if you answer that question, what martial art I should do, or where should I train martial arts, if you answer those questions with anything other than a question back to start with, you're doing that person a disservice. Right? Keep that in mind. All right, what is right about martial arts? In the current climate, there are a lot of, the reason I'm hesitating, it's not that there are no things that are right, it's that there are a lot of things, and I'm looking for one of them that sticks out, that is, I feel more important, more dramatic, bigger. I think we're at a moment in time where we're getting a bit more martial arts and good martial arts integrated into popular culture, into television and movies. You know, we think of movies like John Wick and The Raid. Okay, good movies, high production, big stars that have a lot of martial arts. They have martial arts that a lot of people in the martial arts community resonate with, agree with. Into the Badlands was more of a martial arts show. Iron Fist was more of a martial arts show. But say Daredevil. Daredevil was not a martial arts show, but it had a lot of martial arts in it, and good martial arts. And now we can say the same thing about Warrior, which airs on Cinemax from HBO. Yes, it's from Bruce Lee, but you could shorten and all but remove the martial arts, and it would still be a compelling story. It's still something that non-martial artists are going to enjoy. And if I think back, say, 5, 10 years ago, there wasn't a lot of that. The martial arts that we saw in movies and television were only in martial arts movies, only in martial arts shows. Maybe with the exception of Rush Hour, which, if you did not know, is actually classified as a martial arts movie. If anybody's seen the Rush Hour movies, they're not really martial arts movies, but according to Hollywood and the way they categorize things, they are. What else we got? Anything else I want to throw in at that? Oh, I don't think so. No, I think those are my answers. Of course, there are plenty of other things that are wrong, plenty of other things that are right. But those are my answers. Other question was, bear with me a moment. What are the top 3 reasons people stop training? Why do people drop out of martial arts? There's a good one. The first one, I will say, and this isn't necessarily by numbers because I have no data to back any of this up. One of the things, if you talk to martial arts school owners, there is a huge number of people who get their black belt but drop out before earning their second degree black belt. Why is that? I can tell you why. Because people are brought up, even before their time training, that black belt is a standard. It is the standard. And that once you have achieved it, culturally, there's no point in moving on. When someone asks me, or someone asks anybody, about their martial arts training and they ask you, what rank are you? Or are you a black belt? If you answer, yeah, I'm a black belt, they very rarely ask you, well, what degree or how many stripes or something like that. We have schools that are referred to as black belt schools or black belt academies. We use this language with the rest of the world, with the outside world, quote unquote, outside world, non-martial artists, and tell them that black belt is the pinnacle. It's kind of like saying, well, you got your PhD, but you should stick around and do a bunch of postdoctoral training. Do I get a new title? Do I get new respect? Now, in martial arts, there tends to be more material that you learn, but they've been indoctrinated from day one, even within the school, that black belt is the standard. People struggle with things that are ongoing. So they set goals. And the goal for many people is to earn their black belt. Very few people set the goal to earn their second, third, fourth, eighth degree black belt. They want to earn their first. And they want to move on and do something else. And unless we change the messaging, that will not change. All right, 2 more reasons. Just as I said, the ongoing piece. People struggle with things that are ongoing. If you sign people up for classes and said, this is a 6-week course, 8-week course, 12-month course, you get people that sign up and they stick around. But if you sign up those same people indefinitely, fewer of them will last as long. People like being able to put a box around something, have a nice, neat ribbon put on it, give it some closure, whatever you want to call it. Because that's how people function, how they cope with a busy life. Think of sports. Think of youth sports or any sport. There's a season for it. Martial arts doesn't have a season. It's ongoing. It's indefinite. People need to take breaks. They get bored, etc. How do we combat that? Well, that's a longer answer. I'm not going to talk about that one. I did an episode on that too. People struggling with things that are ongoing. All right, one more. What's another reason people drop out? I can think of a few. Let's go with, it's challenging. It's really difficult to make progress in martial arts. And the longer you stay in it, the harder it is to see that progress and the more time that's involved. When you walk in on your first day, it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to leave better. You're going to know something. Even if you can't do it, you know more. But with every day that you go, more information, more material is given to you. You become more and more refined. And then inevitably, one day you get to a point where you've regressed in something. And you realize, oh, I need to work on that. And so maybe you start working on that, and then something else regresses. And you realize, hey, if I want to get better at this, I have to train outside of class. I have homework. People don't like homework. People don't want to train. Most people don't want to train hours every day. I'm the first one to admit quite a few of my skills have fallen back a bit on a lot of things. The number of forms I've forgotten greatly exceeds the number I know. But this is where martial arts fits into my life. But a lot of people don't understand that. Because most martial arts schools don't have conversations with their students like I have with all of you via this show, Martial Arts Radio. It's okay. It's okay to regress. It's okay for some of your skills to get rusty. It's a journey. You get older, things change. Your life changes. Your martial arts dedication or time involvement changes. These things are okay. But because that messaging is not communicated with people, they get frustrated, they hit a plateau, they regress, whatever, and they take the easy way out, which is to move on. It's part of why sticking around and earning higher rank is so special, because very few people do it. So, yeah. It's like 35 degrees out right now. I can see the frost on the grass, and I'm glad I didn't plant anything over the weekend. I'd considered it, but I saw the weather coming, and I said, no, let's not do that. I have seedlings that I have transplanted into larger pots because some of them grew very quickly. So if I'm not planting today, what am I doing? It'll be a day similar to yesterday, just trying to get through as much work as I can. Some client work, coaching CrossFit, try to get outside. Maybe I'll finish Lego Yoda's hut. That's what we got so far. There's a snake, and there's R2-D2 without a head, because I'm not sure where he's headed. Oh, there's his head. There's his head. I found it. Nah, it's too far away. Maybe I'll show you R2-D2 tomorrow. For those of you that are not completely alienated by Star Wars talk, which, by the way, Star Wars is not my favorite, even close to my favorite fantasy sci-fi world. Disney just released like the next 10 years of movie plans. And if you are interested in Marvel stuff or Star Wars stuff or Disney Pixar stuff or Avatar, there's a ton of stuff. So you should go find that article. It shouldn't be that hard to find. It's been written about a bunch of places. Kind of neat. So if you have a question you want to ask me, you should ask me. You should do it in the comments below, and I'll answer it tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Thursday, and there'll be an episode of Martial Arts Radio out. If you're ever looking for more stuff to listen to or watch, well, watch, that's probably going to be old episodes of First Cut, but there are coming close to 400 episodes of Martial Arts Radio. You can find them all right here on YouTube. If you want to check this show out later, firstcupwithjeremy.com, or in your podcast feed, Apple, Google, Stitcher, whatever. It's all over the place. We do this show every weekday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern, live, right here on YouTube. So stop by, check it out, make a comment, say hello. I'll say hello back. The whole idea here is to set the tone for you as a martial artist for the day while I drink a cup of coffee and I ramble on about whatever. So as you go through your day today, I want you to think about why you start some of the things that you start and you stop some of the things that you've stopped. Put some mindfulness to it. Is there something that you should start doing again? Is there something you should stop that you recently started? Be intentional with your life. Hope you have a great day.